Hey, it's Gay. Hope you're feeling cute today. Let's go to Cebu.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, once again, your captain speaking. From here, it will take us approximately 30 minutes to reach Cebu, and traffic and weather permitting, we expect to arrive at Cebu at 11:50 in the morning.
This was my first time riding a plane after 2 or 3 years, and it's also my first plane ride with Carl, so I was so excited. It was just a 1-hour ride, but it was so much fun for me.
Siguraduhin nakakabit ang inyong seatbelt. Nakatuwid ang inyong sandalan.
For the entire trip, we're staying here at Waterfront Hotel in Cebu City. And here's a little room tour. So we have 2 separate twin beds, but we pushed them together to make one big bed since there were no big beds available when we checked in. But yeah, the room was nice and it was big enough for the 2 of us. Of course, our first meal in Cebu was dim sum, so we ate at Harbor City. This was my second time tasting this and it was so good. And then for dinner, we went to La Vie Parisienne to try their pasta and sausage. The place was so pretty, although it was really crowded because it was a weekend. But the food was good and we had a great time. So the next day we booked a tour package with lots of different activities. The first one was riding an ATV in Barili. It was a really fun experience and the ATV was much easier to drive than I expected. After that, we went to see the Mantayupan Falls. We were lucky that the place wasn't crowded that time, so I was able to take these really nice pictures. You can also swim here, but we didn't really have enough time, so we just decided to enjoy the view. Next up, Moalboal. This experience was really cool, but it was so scary at the same time because we had to cross a really deep part of the ocean, and my life literally depended on this buoy and life jacket, and I was holding on for dear life. I just don't remember. But seeing the school of fishes was an amazing experience, especially when we encountered these turtles. We were accompanied by divers who let us swim with the turtles. But it's really important to know to not swim too close to the turtles or block their way when they're swimming. We looked so close to them in the video, but in reality, we were this far.
어젯밤에 내가 잘못했어. 이제 그만 나를 용서해줘. 앞으로 더 잘할게 라고 약속해 baby oh. 나는 어제 내가 잘못한 걸 눈에 뜨고 드디어 깨달았네 baby. 왜 넌 너만 보면 감이 자꾸 두저리게 돼. Boy, what do I do? 이거 말투 예쁜 얼굴은 지부동해지네. 지나와서 내 말을 너에게 푸는 내가 너무 싫었어. 얘기적이야 너도 힘들 텐데 계속 내 얘기만 하고 있어. 없어 눈치 못된 거지. 노력해도 이겨내지 못한 자존심. 사랑스러운 네 잔소리를 내가 잘못 이해했어. 미안해 고칠게 입에 달라붙었어 이런 보면서 주는 백허 말고 사과하는 방법을 잘 몰랐어. 그래 사랑이 포기한 표정이 굳어있어도 내 곁에 있어주는 너를 보면 너무 미안해.
After a whole day of nature and water adventures, it's time to visit cafes. This is Cafe Elim, and I think it's inspired by Korean cafes because it's so pretty. I wanted to take pictures in every corner, but there are people eating, so I'll probably go back here next time. But the food here was so good, I couldn't help but eat a lot. To end the night, we went for a stroll at SM by the bay, and what we expected to be a very chill night, let's just say it wasn't too chill. But that's for another story. The next day, we decided to go on a little city tour, and the first place that we went to was the Taoist temple. It's always nice to visit temples whenever you go to a different city. Even if I'm not from this culture, I really adored the infrastructure and of course the exterior of the whole place. Our next stop was top of Cebu, but since it was lunchtime that time, we decided to eat at this restaurant, and it was so yummy. I have been here before during nighttime, but it was really nice to get a view of the city during daytime. Ring the bell. Typically, this bell is used to ring for your lover, your friends, and your loved ones. But since there were other people in the place, it was too embarrassing to ring. And this is the best one that I could do. Next stop for today is Sirao Farm Little Garden. I really love taking pictures on flower fields, and if you're someone who likes that too, this is one of the best places that you could go in Cebu. It was gloomy and raining during that day, so it was also kind of muddy. But thankfully, the place wasn't really that crowded, so we got to roam around a bit. And of course, we took lots of pictures here. And if you follow me on Instagram, you've probably seen all of it.
Ay, kaya mo pala bumaba. One, two, go. 1, 2, 3.
For the last part of the city tour, we went to Temple of Leah. And since I already took lots of pictures wearing my yellow dress, of course I had to change my outfit to match the location. This temple is so much different from the first temple that we went to earlier. I read somewhere that this temple was actually built as a gesture of love, and I think this is one of the most romantic things ever. We've been enjoying bowling recently, so we decided to try the bowling alley at SM by the Bay. One thing that I'm definitely going to miss in Cebu is Coffee Bay. I really can't believe that there's no branch of Coffee Bay in Manila or near Manila, because I really like their bingsu, their coffee, and their strawberry drinks. Anyways, this was our last day here, and we just went back to the hotel to pick up our stuff and went straight to the airport. And yeah, thank you so much for watching our Cebu trip, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye!